Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. 90 Day Fiancé Sophie Sierra and Pedro Jimeno dating. 90 Day Fiancé star Sophie Sierra continues to make many fans curious regarding her relationship status. She and Rob Warren are currently part of 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2. Hoping to fix their marriage, Rob and Sophie participated in therapy sessions. However, things only get worse between the two as more secrets about them continue to get spilled. But a reality TV fan page recently claimed that Sophie may have already moved on with another reality TV personality, and he's none other than Pedro Jimeno. Keep reading to see the shocking claims. Sophie and Pedro have been thriving since their separation from their respective partners. Sophie continues to hustle on social media as a clothing endorser. She likes to show off revealing photos on her page. Sophie has also been calling out Rob, accusing him of terrifying behavior. Sophie has also hinted at dating someone new, and some fans think it may be related to Pedro Jimeno. Meanwhile, Pedro has been successful as a real estate agent and has advocated being a successful businessman since divorcing Chantel Everett. Pedro and Sophie have yet to address the rumors about their relationship, but fans have uncovered pieces of evidence on social media. A reality TV fan page recently uploaded what may be clues about Sophie Sierra and Pedro Jimeno's relationship. According to sleuths, the 90 Day Fiancé stars have both shared IG stories clips where they were seemingly on a date. Sophie can be seen in a sports car with a mysterious man driving for her. But some fans mentioned that the pants, shoes, and accessories that Sophie briefly showed belonged to Pedro. Pedro then uploaded a new clip from the same day away from his home with an identical outfit, leading to speculations that they were together. Sophie received mixed reactions for her actions. But several people think Pedro is a huge upgrade from Rob Warren. Do people from 90 Day Fiancé just keep dating each other to stay on the show? The 90 Day detectives are good. Okay Sophie, nice way to level up, girl. Yes, I agree. Good detective work. Just checked both stories, 10 million% him. Happy for her. Things continue to fall apart between Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra in the latest season of 90 Day, The Last Resort. The spin-off is already nearing its end. But the 90 Day Fiancé stars still haven't figured things out. The previous episode featured Rob and Sophie going off on each other over alleged cheating. Rob has also expressed his frustration about Sophie insisting that he cheated despite giving him a green light to talk with other women when they were struggling. The 15th episode of 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2 will air on March 10, 2025. If you are looking for more 90 Day Fiancé news, come back to for all your updates. 90 Day Fiancé, Sophie Sierra and Pedro Jimeno dating, a tale of love, drama, and reality. The world of 90 Day Fiancé is no stranger to drama, passion, and unpredictable twists, and the story of Sophie Sierra and Pedro Jimeno, though not officially part of the main narrative of the show, feels like the perfect addition to the ever-evolving saga of relationships across borders. Fans of the series, known for its captivating couples, would find the dynamic between these two incredibly compelling. Imagine Sophie, a bold, independent woman with a personality as fiery as her ambition, and Pedro, the suave, charismatic man from the Dominican Republic who dreams of a better life in America. This pairing would surely be filled with emotional ups and downs, cultural clashes, and unforgettable moments of connection and chaos. Sophie Sierra, the modern woman with a fierce spirit. Sophie Sierra could be the new face of empowerment in the 90 Day universe. An ambitious woman in her early 30s, she exudes confidence and strength, often seen as someone who is fiercely independent. Sophie's personality is big, and so is her passion for life. With a successful career in the entertainment industry, she has built her life around self-reliance, creativity, and exploration. Whether it's through traveling, pursuing her business ventures, or crafting her public image, Sophie knows how to stand out. However, as modern as she may be, Sophie has always dreamed of finding a love that can match her fire. She seeks a partner who challenges her while offering the support and stability she sometimes craves. After meeting Pedro online, a man she initially thought could be a charming flirtation, Sophie quickly found herself captivated by his presence. Pedro's warmth, charm, and ambition stirred something in Sophie that she hadn't felt in years. Despite being a woman who thrives on independence, Sophie finds herself in the whirlwind of emotions that only a relationship with Pedro could bring. The two exchanged messages online for several months, bonding over shared values like hard work, growth, and a love of adventure. But as things started to get more serious, Sophie realized that her emotional walls were slowly crumbling in Pedro's presence. Pedro Jimeno, the Dominican dreamer. Pedro Jimeno, the dashing Dominican man known for his role in 90 Day Fiancé, has always been known for his strong family values, his willingness to sacrifice for those he loves, and his intense drive to create a better future for himself. Coming from the vibrant streets of the Dominican Republic, Pedro was raised to appreciate hard work and the value of having a tight-knit family. His charm was what caught Sophie's eye, but it was his ambition and dedication that held her attention. Unlike many of the other men on 90 Day Fiancé, Pedro did not come to America with grandiose dreams of instant fame or fortune. His vision was clear. He wanted to provide a life for himself and his family that was rooted in hard work, perseverance, and respect. He viewed the U.S. as a land of opportunity, where he could grow his career while maintaining his familial ties. He valued the traditional roles in relationships but was open-minded enough to embrace the modern American way of dating and love. This balance between old-school values and contemporary ideals made Pedro a unique catch in the dating pool. When Pedro first met Sophie online, he was drawn to her energy and independence. In a world where many people seek validation through social media or external achievements, Sophie's confidence spoke to him. He admired the way she carried herself, never desperate for attention, but always assured of her place in the world. As their conversations grew deeper, Pedro found himself imagining a future with Sophie, one in which they could grow together, build a strong partnership, and eventually start a family. The early days of their relationship. The beginning of Sophie and Pedro's relationship was a slow burn. At first, they took their time getting to know each other, enjoying long conversations over text and video calls. Sophie admired Pedro's respect for her space and independence, while Pedro loved that Sophie was not like the other women he'd encountered. She didn't expect him to be her knight in shining armor. Instead, she looked for partnership and mutual respect. When they finally met in person, sparks flew. The chemistry between them was undeniable. Their first date was a whirlwind of emotions, filled with laughter, intense connection, and, of course, the awkwardness of navigating each other's different cultural backgrounds. Sophie, being a city girl with a penchant for high fashion and trendy dining spots, was initially taken aback by Pedro's more laid-back style and traditional Dominican upbringing. Still, she couldn't help but admire his genuine kindness and dedication. Their cultural differences sparked a series of fascinating conversations. Sophie, who had traveled the world and seen many cultures, was eager to learn more about the Dominican way of life. Pedro, meanwhile, was intrigued by Sophie's worldly experiences, and he saw her as a strong, modern woman who knew how to get things done. The chemistry was real, but would it be enough to overcome the obstacles of distance, different upbringings, and the pressures of maintaining a long-distance relationship, cultural clashes, the strain of expectations? As the relationship deepened, Sophie and Pedro found themselves facing more complex challenges. Their differences in upbringing began to emerge in full force. Sophie, accustomed to the fast-paced life in the U.S., struggled with the Dominican cultural norms that Pedro tried to uphold. For Pedro, the idea of loyalty, family, and respect was ingrained in him. He didn't understand Sophie's desire to maintain total control over her life and career. While Pedro adored Sophie's independence, there were moments when he wished for a partner who was more traditional in her approach to love. The tension between their differing values started to take its toll on their relationship. Sophie was frustrated by the way Pedro sometimes expected her to sacrifice her career for the relationship, while Pedro felt torn between supporting Sophie's ambitions and wanting her to be more present in their relationship. However, despite the cultural differences, both Sophie and Pedro remained determined to find a way to make their love work. The proposal and the future. Despite the obstacles they faced, Sophie and Pedro's love grew stronger with each passing day. Pedro proposed to Sophie during a beautiful trip to the Dominican Republic, where Sophie was swept away by the romantic setting and Pedro's heartfelt words. The proposal, though not without its emotional struggles, was a testament to their commitment to overcoming the odds. Their shared dream was to create a family, build a life filled with adventure, and bridge the gap between their two worlds. As they prepared for their wedding, Sophie and Pedro became the epitome of hope for 90 Day Fiancé fans, a couple that, despite their differences, was willing to fight for their love. Their journey was one filled with passion, drama, and moments of vulnerability, making them a perfect fit for the world of reality television. Whether their love story would survive the test of time was uncertain, but one thing was clear: Sophie Sierra and Pedro Jimeno were a couple worth rooting for. This dynamic duo may have started as an online connection, but through trials, triumphs, and plenty of love, they embodied the very essence of what 90 Day Fiancé is all about: finding love in the most unexpected places and fighting for it against all odds.